Dealing with the downpour, from flooding to sinkholes to mud flows to crashes, there's been a lot of weather problems in Southern California. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. A woman and a girl are lucky to be alive after they were rescued from a sinkhole in Chatsworth. They were trapped inside of a car that got swallowed up. This happened Monday night along Iverson Road, just off the 118 freeway. When emergency workers got to the scene, they found two cars on top of each other, 15 feet below ground level. A high-angle rope and an aerial ladder were brought in to rescue the girl and the woman from one of the cars. They only suffered minor injuries. Two people trapped in another car managed to get out safely. A Studio City neighborhood is looking like a flood zone. The heavy rain caused a mud and debris flow. Residents in the area were told to shelter in place.
It's not the first time. This has happened already a few years back, but maybe it's just a bigger rain than before. And the drain got also flooded with the mud, so water can't come out. Water's gonna have to go somewhere. So
there was at least a foot of mud in some places, causing some vehicles to get stuck. A big mess in LA's Westlake district as roads there were washed out. Wilton Place, Alvarado Street, and several others had to be shut down. Water also seeped into an apartment building's parking garage, coming halfway up the doors of those cars. This latest storm hit Ventura County hard. Fast-moving, rising water trapped a lot of people in their cars, flooded buildings, and shut down roads. First responders had to rescue several people. Some of the homeless people in the area were housed in churches and shelters. Roads flooded in Santa Barbara County. Portions of the 101 freeway had to be closed there. A lot of schools canceled classes Tuesday, and the entire community of Montecito was put under an evacuation order because of the risk of mudslides. Comedian Ellen DeGeneres is among those sheltering in place. She posted this video.
Yikes! This creek next to our house never flows, ever. Probably about 9 feet up, and it's going to go another 2 feet up.
My goodness, a little tough to hear her with the raging water. Her Montecito home is under mandatory evacuation order, but since her property is on higher ground, she says they were told to shelter in place. Will we even get a break before the next storm moves in? Meteorologist Belen De Leon times it out in your first alert forecast.
Well, I know we need the rain, but this was excessive. Look at some of the rain reports we've got from the most recent storm. The highest amounts came from the mountains and foothills, where we got close to 17 inches in parts of Ventura County. Elsewhere, we got up to 4, 5, and even 6 inches for some of our cities. What to expect for the rest of the week? We are drying out for the rest of the week, and temperatures will get a little warmer. At the coast, we're gonna have some high surf through Wednesday evening, 6 to 10 feet. And the next system is going to arrive this weekend from Saturday through the beginning of next week. Now look at what the temperatures will be doing. It'll be pleasant for the end of the week with highs close to 70 degrees, but over the weekend, the temperatures take a tumble again. That's because of that next storm. The chance for rain starts going up late Friday, and it looks like we need the umbrellas. If you have any weekend plans, maybe you want to plan them indoors.
The LA City Council is back in session after a 3-week-long recess, but Council member Kevin De Leon's refusal to resign could lead to more disruptive meetings. On the agenda, the council is set to vote on continuing the city's state of emergency over homelessness and what could be a controversial vote on ending the state of emergency due to COVID-19 at the end of the month. Some incredible news. Bill's safety, Damar Hamlin, was released from the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. He will now continue treatment in Buffalo. Just 1 week ago, he went into cardiac arrest after making a tackle against the Bengals. Monday, he tweeted that he is headed home with a lot of love on his heart. If a new job in 2023 is your goal, the I-Team has some advice from local experts about how to get started. Step 1, don't get overwhelmed. The I-Team's Lolita Lopez explains.
The latest government data shows a lot of these hanging in windows right now. Help wanted signs, jobs in leisure and hospitality leading the way, followed by healthcare and construction. Experts say it's a good time to think about what you really want to be doing in 2023.
Think about your value and the contribution you can make to the workplace.
Juliet Murphy is an Orange County-based executive career coach.
I always encourage people to definitely keep an inventory of the skills, the accomplishments that you have. So that's fresh at hand as you're approaching your job search. Because let's face it, you may meet someone just walking down the street and they may ask, what do you do? And you want to be ready.
The best way to get ready, refresh your resume.
A resume does not need to include everything you've ever done in your working life. A resume really needs to be specific to the position that you're going for. It's not a history of everything that you've done.
Santa Barbara-based career and executive coach Daisy Swan agrees.
I see so many resumes that people have written just a download of what they've done, but it's not really speaking to the employer who wants to hire them.
They say tailor your resume to the job. Use keywords from the job posting that match your qualifications, and don't get too fancy with the formatting, creating a huge file.
Recruiters aren't that crazy about them. They get jammed in systems because there's a lot of AI doing the screening now. So to keep it really simple, very clean.
And don't overlook temporary work or part-time work.
You get your foot in the door, and sometimes it's a new skill that you're learning. So it's something that you can add to your career portfolio, and getting in on a temporary work keeps you going while you're doing the job search.
That was Lolita Lopez reporting. If you feel stuck in your current job but think it's all you know how to do, these experts say you're not alone. To fix that, they tell us to make a list of the things you like about the job that you have and the things about it that you're good at. Then use that as the launching pad to search for a new career. For example, if you're good at organizing, many job search engines online let you type in the word organize, and employers looking for that skill will pop up. So there you go. That's some great advice. A Corona woman found a marriage certificate dating back more than 100 years buried in an old book she bought. Amy Jasmine found this old document in a book about the villages of Tuscany at the Corona Public Library bookstore.
It dawned on me that since I found the book at the Corona Library, maybe a Corona resident donated the book.
So she set out to find the relatives for Alexander Cameron and Catherine Finley. It didn't take long to find them on social media. Our cameras were actually there when she turned the 1904 certificate over to the couple's great-grandchildren.
I'm afraid to touch it, but gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
We really wish the document could talk, because it's like, where have you been for over a century? And I'm sure it's got a lot of good stories to tell.
Wow, so the family says their mother used to donate books to the library, but they had never seen the certificate or the book it was found in. But they're certainly happy to have it now. And shout out to Amy Jasmine for doing such a good deed and turning it in. That's so awesome. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.